One of the places oh, that's cutting grass. Ouch. One of the places I like to look for relics is underneath washed out logs and rocks. It's not the easiest thing to get under here. And if you're afraid of spiders, you probably shouldn't. I know some of you don't like frogs, so you probably shouldn't do that either. But my thought process is, back in the Indian days, this tree probably wasn't even here. So it grew where a seed fell, and over the years it grew and grew and grew and ended up toppling over. And when it does that, it kind of brings the ground up with it, so anything that might have been hidden under debris for years and years and years, hundreds of years, decades, is often exposed. So it's free digging for me without the digging. Free looking, I should say. But I'm not seeing anything there. Doesn't hurt to look, though. Hey, yep. And I found a really neat rock over here one day, and it was oddly shaped, and I have a feeling it's a relic of some sort of weapon or something, but I haven't found anything online that looks like it. But geez, and it certainly looks like something to me. So I kept it, and I'm calling it something. Don't have a name for it except for something. I just can't get rid of stuff sometimes, and I think it might be something of interest, even if I question it. Especially if I question it. If I question it, I don't get rid of it. I kind of set it aside and ponder it for a while. I come back to it from time to time, and if I decide it is worthy of keeping, I'll pick it up. Until then, I have my little stashes here, or caches if you will, here and there. You hear that? You hear the pileated woodpecker? Maybe not. Yeah, don't look for Indian relics if you think you're afraid of what's going to jump on you, because I just had a spider crawl in the back of my arm. That's probably, I don't know, it felt like it was 2 inches, but probably 1.5 inches across. Wharf spider, probably. They don't hurt you. He jumped off or crawled off onto something, I don't know. I was leaning up against the root. Always scrutinize the ground, people. Never know what you're going to find. Sometimes it's nothing more than a bug. But I find them fascinating, so they don't bother me. Oh. No, it's awful sharp though. A lot of people ask me what to look for when I'm looking for Indian stuff, and I just tell them anything that looks shaped, anything that's pointed, anything that kind of fits in the hand that might be used as a scraper. Sometimes they don't look like tools, they don't look like much, but if it just grabs your attention, and You look it over and examine it real good. And if you question it, put it in your pocket. Ask somebody or research it online. Hell, even send me a picture. I can look at it. I might not be able to tell you, but I might be able to tell you if it's worthy of keeping or not, as such. But after a while, you get an idea what you're looking for. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But if it's shaped, if it looks shaped, you want to look on the edge, like this right here. No, let me look at this right here. Look at the shape right here. Sharp on the edge, sharp on the edge. First thing I do is look it over real good. And if I can break the edge, then it's nothing. Because they wouldn't use something so fragile as a tool. Another thing I look for is the type of rock. And I'm not going to get into those rock types here because I don't have any examples to show you. However, if you find something of interest, take a good look at the edges. They should be, if it's an Indian relic, you can see evidence of them striking the edge, chipping it away. See, a lot of these like that, they're broken off because of the kind of rock that it is. And they're quite sharp, but they're usually pretty fragile as well, so you don't want those.